so let's just set the pace. You just bought Tekken 8, and after another word, you are all set to get into the game. You, an experienced fighting game player, hit the training room, pick your legacy or new character you wanted, and then spend some time in the lab. After a few practices in staple combos, you get ready and hop in for some online matches. Thanks, rollback. But no matter how experienced you are, you'll always have that moment where you have to adapt with the system. We always try to translate our skills from other games, but no matter how many times you do wave dashes like in Tekken on UMVC3, you always get a regular dash at best. To be able to understand the mechanic, you usually resort to one of these choices. But one of them requires an established community, or at the very least, some folks who are interested in the game. Watching videos might help you understand the pace and most of the system, but in the context of getting good, nothing beats direct interaction to the game rather than watching. Training room, on the other hand, is a very good dojo to practice a lot of things. But a common problem with people only focusing on the training room is when they are facing a moving target, aka the player 2.
Oh my god! Why hitting his guard? And that is first.
Originally, arcade mode refers to the feature of a game when played on arcade cabinets that is usually followed by increasing difficulty and with or without a story to follow. Some games prefer to let the gameplay do the talking, while some others let the story. But in order to make a good arcade mode, some requirements need to be met. In 2012, at Godland Game Conference talk, Jason Vandenberg, a Ubisoft creative director, gives lecture that's called The 5 Domains of Play, which are models of human motivation. Novelty refers to how the players are open to new experiences and unexpected elements. In fighting game, it's about encouraging the player to not sit back and wait to be beaten. It's about guiding them into taking actions and pushing buttons. That is why some people prefer to play Crash Bandicoot, which is still a hard game but starts slow and gradually getting more difficult rather than being thrown out into the lion's pit like in Trap Adventure 2. As you play, the difficulty rises, offering a harder challenge. Just like in arcade mode, the opponent you face gets harder every time. Here's where arcade mode teaches you about giving control to the player through effort and forming conscientiousness. In Vandenberg's presentation, this is achieved by social engagement. Players enjoy the company of other players. It's the existence of other players that motivates someone into getting good. It's the feeling of being able to defeat others or just to show off some cool stuff. Harmony is about all of the aspects and quality of the game as one whole thing. It's about how we get along with the game. In Vandenberg's presentation, the game Little Big Planet was on the right side and Street Fighter was on the left side of the spectrum. Little Big Planet rewards you for helping others in the game, while Street Fighter rewards you for beating others in the game. In conclusion, in fighting game, the game has to clearly tell you that your reward lies on defeating the other adversaries. This is where the game tests the player by giving it an opponent to face. Either an opponent should have been too easy or just borderline impossible. Will the threat provide tension and stimulate the player, or just straight up humiliation of their inability? I do think a good arcade mode has to have all of these 5 aspects. It has to offer something new, give some challenge, motivate you into getting better, allow you to feel the game, and allow you to control the game. Over time, arcade mode has been catching up with our standard, which is start simple and give the player a chance to learn, then go full ballistic. And with that, you might be ready to take on other fighters. Of course, you'll need to fight with other human players first to get the gist of it, but you'll have a better footing than if you only depend on the training room. And it's not just arcade mode. Other games had survival mode, time attack mode, even the beach volleyball might help you understand things you might have never thought possible. You can learn from anywhere, because at the end of the day, improvement is the thing we seek. And in fighting game, it can come from anywhere. Hi, I am Literally. It's my first time making these kind of videos and I hope you like it. Consider like, share and subscribe because I have more plans and ideas on video game topics, especially fighting game. Peace out.